Hello, Year 9. Welcome to Mr. Chen's classroom. How are you today? So, what happened is, previous videos we talk about the gradient line formulas. Okay, how to find the gradient using the formulas on your Cartesian planes of the line. So in this video, we actually talk about the axis-intercept. Some of you might not have heard what axis-intercepts are. That is why we are doing these videos. Okay, so let's begin. So axis-intercept, the keywords are x-intercept, y-intercept, x-coordinates and y-coordinates. You probably know what x-coordinates and y-coordinates are, and but you probably never heard of x and y intercept. So why do we learn axis-intercept? It is particularly important actually to help you find the gradient, and it is also useful to know where the line cuts when the line cuts the x and y axis. Alright, this is what I mean. This is where the cuts are. If you have a look here, alright, these two coordinates here are where the line cuts the x and y axis. As you know, that is the x axis and that is the y axis. That is where the line cuts. So without further ado, let me explain x-intercept and y-intercept. So the x-intercept of a line is the x-coordinate of the point where the line cut the x-axis, okay? And the y-intercept of a line is y-coordinates of the line cut the y-axis. So let's investigate where the x and y intercepts are. Okay, so below we have a blue color line, which is your gradient. Okay, that is your gradient if you don't know. Okay, so that on that line we are actually able to find where the x-intercept and y-intercept are, because this line actually went past both x and y axis. Okay, so as I earlier said before, these are the 2 points where they passes through the x and y axis. So which one actually is the x-axis and which one is actually the y-axis? It is quite simple. The coordinates that went past the x-axis is the x-intercept. Okay, so that is the x-intercept, and the other one obviously is the y-intercept. Okay, because it went past the y-axis. So what is the coordinates of x and y-axis? So on x-axis, on x-intercept, sorry, we have 3, because it went through the x-axis at the 3 number. So the x-intercept has the coordinates of 3 and 0. Okay, because 1, 2, 3, and on the y it is 0, because right there it didn't go up at all, and it has the coordinates of 3 and 0. For y-intercept we have -1, -2, -3, -4. That's -4. So it is actually 0 and -4, because on x-axis it did not go either way. It stayed at the origin, which is 0, and it went down 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, so which is -4. So our x-intercept in this graph x-intercept in this graph is the coordinate is 0, 3 and 0, and y-intercept is 0 and -4. Remember, x and y intercept, they're bound to have a 0 in it. Okay, x intercept, it always has a number there, and always end with a 0 because it did not touch any of the y intercept, y axis. And on the other hand, the coordinates of y intercepts always start with 0. Okay, because it did not went to the left or to the right from the origin, which means it will stay 0. But then the y coordinates for the y intercept actually has a number. So in this case, it actually is -4. Okay, so next up, we have a special section, which is an exercise for you. So in this one, you need to draw the graph of the line with x-intercept -2 and y-intercept -3. Find the line of gradient of the line. So guys, one thing that I forgot to tell you, that if it has a 0 in it, you don't need to write the 0. So in this case, the x-intercept is actually 3 and the y-intercept is actually -4. Okay, so from there you can know, straight away it has a 0 in it and it has a 0 at the front. Okay, because the y-intercept went past the y-axis, so it won't have a number for on your x coordinates. So let's draw this one. Draw the graph of the line as x-intercept -2. So we need to find where the -2 on the x-intercept. So x-intercept is this line. Okay, so which part of this line has a -2? It won't be that one. It has to be on the left hand side from the origin, which is here. -2. Okay, 0. That x coordinates, that x-intercept actually has the coordinates of -2, 0. So -2, 0 is right here. Okay, and what about y-intercept? So y-intercept, as I said before, y-intercept always started with 0 and then finish off with a number, which in this case is -3. So -3 on y-axis is actually this one. Okay, so if I'm gonna draw it, it will look something like this. Okay, so remember it has to go past both. So it will look like this. It can be however long you want, but that would be long enough. Okay, so the gradient. So next part is to find gradient. Now that we got the line, so gradient, if you can remember, is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, it's quite simple. So in this case, I decided to make this my x1 and y1, and this one is my x2 and y2. So my y2 is -3, my y1 is 0, and my x2 is 0, and x1 is minus -2. Remember, look at me, I almost forgot the sign. So you always remember, you need to put the sign correctly. Okay, so in this case, 0 minus -2. So the end product would be -3 minus 0 is still -3, divided by 0 minus -2 become 0 plus 2, so which will be -3 divided by 2. Okay, so that is your gradient. for that purple line. So that will be the end of these videos. In this video, we talk about the x-intercept. You should be able to find where the x and y intercepts are. Remember, x-intercept always on the x-axis is the one that went past the x-axis, and a y-intercept is the one that went past the y-intercept, the line that went past the y-axis, sorry. And to find gradient, just use the formula m equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You just need to make up your mind and decide whether x-intercept should be your x1, y1, or y-intercept be your x1, y1. It shouldn't matter as long as you put the number in correctly. And thank you for watching, and please write down your notes and show me in class. Good job, guys. Ciao. Peace.